Isn't that cute? They're not hardback, but they are a little thicker. The paper is kind of, well, the card is kind of textured and shiny. This one is quite shiny too, but like in a different way. Like her dress, like she's shiny, but not the background. So we are on number 8, and we are still loving these like a lot. This is Jen ASMR unboxing. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there. This evening I have a little manga haul for you guys. I just filmed a comic book haul, so you may have seen that I don't know, like a week or 2 ago. So this is kind of like a part 2 of that shopping trip anyway. So the manga that brought me to the comic book shop, as the last time too, is L'Atelier des Sorciers. So the Witch and Wizards workshop, I guess, translated. I imagine these have been translated into English too, so we'll have a look and see what the English title is. So we are on number 8, and we are still loving these like a lot. Myself and my daughter, I generally read them before her, just because it's like a little older, like it's, the age range is supposed to be a little older, but for now everything's been fine. So I just want to read it before she does, just to make sure there's nothing like strange or anything I would need to explain to her, you know. So this edition was actually an extremely special edition for me. Not that this is a special edition, this is just a normal one, but when this came out, the artist Canon EOS, sorry, definitely mispronounced that, she actually did some local art. So I don't imagine she came to where, like, to my town, but there are a few kind of like quite interesting, I don't know what to say where I live in France, but there are a few interesting like monuments where I live, and she chose probably the most interesting one, and she did a poster with only 250 prints, and I got one of them. 167, I think. I framed it and put it up in my house. And she kind of did a mix of that monument and one of the characters, the main character Coco from this this series. So I was really happy, and my daughter was like, "Wow, that's so cool!" So it's very cool. I don't want to look too much at the drawings, and I'll let you guys see the kind of artwork that's in here without spoiling too much for myself by just not looking. Just not looking. So you can see it's very sweet and very cute. So let me just, oh look, it's the chair. If you read this, you'll know what that's about. So let me just read the back blurb in French. That way it won't spoil anything for you guys if you want to get into reading this series, but it'll be a nice little relaxing thing for you guys. Après avoir réussi leur examen à l'académie, Coco et les autres apprentis sorciers sont de retour à l'atelier. C'est alors qu'arrive Tarta, qui propose à Coco et à ses amis de l'aider à tenir un stand lors du grand festival annuel de Sorciers, la fête de la nuit d'argent. Excités comme des puces à l'idée de prendre part à ces festivités, les petites sorcières entament les préparatifs. Alors que Coco accompagne Tarta voir son grand-père à l'hôpital, elle recroise le chemin de Gustas, le petit garçon qui s'était blessé lors de l'incident près de la rivière. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I know what that's about and I'm happy about it, but yeah. So, no spoilers, unless you understand French, then total spoilers, but even then it's not so bad. So, this is the reason I went to the comic book shop. I got the poster. Well, it's more than a poster, it's really a print, to be honest. Like, the paper is beautiful and it's really a print. And I got two other free things with this, but I'm not going to show them in this video. I'm going to save them because I'm doing a Patreon comic book haul. I saved some comics and some manga and the freebies that I got for that, but for the rest of this video I'm going to show the other manga that I was recommended when I was there. So basically I told the girl, that myself and my daughter really enjoy this manga. We also don't know a lot of other manga and I would really enjoy starting a new or a few new series that were similar, like not the same obviously, but like similar in spirit, that and also could be shared with my daughter who's just about to turn 10, so nothing too like intense or gory or anything like that. So she came up with she came up with more than 3, so I was really happy, and I chose 3 to get to test out, to try out and see which ones we like. They all look really interesting and I have a feeling I'm probably going to continue with them all, but I haven't read them yet, so we'll see. Okay, so this first one, so cute, is Elin, la charmeuse de bêtes. And it is an original from Naoko Uehashi, and the artist is Aito Takamoto. It's Pika edition also. So, the Beast Charmer, I guess. Isn't that cute? Le don mystérieux d'une jeune fille peut-il changer le destin du royaume? So the mysterious gift of a young girl. Could the mysterious gift of a young girl change the destiny of the royaume? Kingdom. There we go. Kingdom. Royaume is actually the name of a series of comics that my partner and my daughter read, and it's called Royaume, which means kingdom. I could have got that quicker. So, Elin mène une vie tranquille aux côtes de sa mère dans un village qui a pour mission d'élever des todas, des dragons serpents, de combat utilisés pour la protection du royaume. Okay, so Elin lives a calm life at the side of her mother in a little village where their mission is to look after and, well, to élever, it's like to breed and look after todas, which are dragon serpents that are used to protect. They fight to protect the kingdom. Mais soyons brillantes, soigneuses de ces dangereuses créatures. Mais soyons, I don't know what soyons. Empêche sa fille, it's her mother's name, sorry. Empêche sa fille de les approcher malgré sa fascination pour elle. So Soyeon, her mother, who is brilliant and caring, no, she is a brilliant carer of these dangerous creatures, stops her daughter from approaching, even though she is fascinated by the creatures. Jusqu'à jour où un drame va bouleverser leur vie et le destin tissera un lien inéluctable entre Elin et les bêtes sacrées, until one day a drama will overturn their life and the destiny will join. Weave, there we go, will weave a link, an unbreakable bond, I'm guessing, between Elin and the sacred beasts. Doesn't that sound lovely? It's like, it's exactly what I meant when I said something like this, but different, you know? Very like wholesome, but like adventurous, and there's like a little girl who is like the protagonist, you know, she's the one, the special one that's like, you know, so it's perfect for myself and my daughter. It's cool. So that was the first one that was recommended. I think this one was the one that I liked the most out of the three, but I did like the others enough to get them too. So the second one that was recommended is Arte, so art, by K.O. Kubo. And I think this is kind of like, I don't want to, 16th century, there we go, at the beginning of the 16th century. I think this girl was not allowed to paint or wasn't allowed to do something, and she ended up like expressing herself by painting, or I can't remember exactly, but there was something about the book that really interested me, and it was very highly recommended. I trust the girl at the comic book shop. I trust them all. They're so amazing. So Florence, début du XVIe siècle, so in Florence, at the beginning of the 16th century, dans ce berceau de la Renaissance, qui vit l'art s'épanouir dans toute sa splendeur, une jeune aristocrate prénommée Arte, oh, her name is Arte, rêve de devenir artiste peintre et aspire à entrer en apprentissage dans un des nombreux ateliers de la ville. Okay, so the girl Art, it's in like in the time of the Renaissance, where art is just like in all of its splendor. This young aristocrat dreams of becoming a painter and aspires to be an apprentice in one of the workshops. Hélas, cette époque de foisonnement culturel était aussi celle de la misogynie. Yeah. So this wonderful open culture was also, unfortunately, a very misogynistic culture. Il n'était pas concevable qu'une jeune femme ambitionne de vivre de son art et de son travail. And it was not conceivable that a young woman had the ambition to live of her art and work. Les nombreux obstacles qui se dresseront sur le chemin d'Arte auront-ils raison de la folle énergie de cette aristo déjantée? Okay, there's a few words I'm not really sure about in there, but so a number of obstacles will come between her and her energy. I guess there's something else in there, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, apparently it's actually not a true story as such, but taken from, like, it's quite historically accurate, I think. So yeah, I really like this. So it's not necessarily magical, like this is like very like magic related like the others, but this is more like, all art is magic, isn't it? If you want to go there, it's like freedom to do like artistic things when you're not supposed to, or like being a young woman and wanting to be artistic. I couldn't imagine someone saying, no, you're not allowed to do that. It's just like, it's not conceivable, but it's true. So yeah, so apparently this is quite good too. Different kind of, less like fantasy kind of world and more of like a real world, but you know, still a good story. Okay, and the last one, Magnus of the Library. It's written in English. Mitsu Izami. And this one was un manga acheté, un manga offert. So buy one, get one free. I'm actually gonna unplastify this. That's not a word. Remove the plastic. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I got the plastic off. These are actually kind of, they're not hardback, but they are a little thicker. The paper is kind of, well, the card is kind of textured and shiny. This one is quite shiny too, but like in a different way. Like her dress, like she's shiny, but not the background. You know what I mean? Okay, Magnus of the Library. So I think this is kind of a magical world also, but in a different way than the others. So, protéger les livres, c'est protéger le monde. So to protect books, to protect the books is to protect the world. Le livre, une source de savoir, une accumulation de signes chargés de sens, un précieux héritage qui relie passé et futur. C'est un mage qui me l'a dit un jour, protéger les livres, c'est tout simplement protéger le monde. So, books, the book, a book, is a source of knowledge and accumulation of signals or like characters, charged with meaning, precious heritage, I guess it is, yeah, history, heritage that links the past and the future. First hint that it's not just normal books, is what a mage. What is a mage? I don't know. I guess a magician, some sort of magician, but like a wise person maybe. Protecting books is simply protecting the world. Pour le jeune chiot qui passe son temps libre plongé dans les romans, les récits extraordinaires sont un refuge face à la brutalité du quotidien. So for young Shio, who passes all of his time plunged into books, with his nose in books, I guess, the extraordinary stories are a refuge from the brutality of daily life. Son rêve est de partir pour la capitale des livres, où sont rassemblées toutes les connaissances du monde. So his dream is to leave and go to the capital of books, where all knowledge of the world is kept. Un projet utopique pour un gamin sans ressources. So it's a bit of a steep project for a kid with no resources. Jusqu'au jour où des envoyés de la fameuse bibliothèque centrale débarquent dans son village, until the day that the famous librarians come to his village. Le miracle qu'il appelle de ses voeux depuis si longtemps est-il sur le point de se réaliser? Is the miracle that he has called out for in his dreams about to come reality? I don't know, we'll have to see. I imagine that yes, because otherwise there wouldn't be a series, but yeah, I know there's like a little more to it. There's something magic about, like there's something magic about it. It's not just simply knowledge in general, like a library would be to us, you know. I can't remember exactly how she explained it, but she like really wanted to explain things without giving too many spoilers, so you know, it's difficult to like give a synopsis without giving too many spoilers. But she did a good job, and I'm pretty happy. Okay, so I am gonna leave this video here for this evening, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop these 1 and 2 like this, because I quite like the texture of these covers. Okay, so the last manga, the last 4 that I got, will be over on Patreon. So I'm gonna leave this video here for this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it relaxing. Do you guys know any of these manga? Most of them are the French titles, but I'm guessing Magnus of the Library is not. It's maybe the English title. Don't know. Sometimes the French title of things is in English but different from the English title, which I always found a bit strange. And I think French people enjoy the French-Canadian versions of things. They're also a little strange for them. It's fun. I hope that you are doing well wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you. I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. And I hope that you have a lovely evening, and I'll see